Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigval here and welcome back to another video. So in this one we're going to take a look at some more Soul Raid fights, and we're going to start off with a fight against boss Cyborg with League of Anarchy Zatanna. And this man's got that passive that's going to have a chance to stun us on tag in, but at the same time Harley's got the passive that has a chance to reflect the stun on tag in. Also, I'm not sure it's chance based for Cyborg, I think it's a guaranteed stun. It's chance based if we reflect or not. I think we have an 80% chance to reflect it, so we should be fine here. I'm trying to stack the Zatanna buffs as soon as possible, obviously to boost Harley. I haven't really limit tested properly a lot of my teams in the Soul Raid, so I'm not sure how much damage I can actually do, because from Soul Raid to Soul Raid you're gonna do different damages because your level of Soul Raid artifacts is going to constantly change. Unless you have all the Soul Raid artifacts at level 10, of course, so maybe Zatanna was not needed here, but I used her anyway. And do super move with Harley. I had the hand of Zatanna on the puppet of Zatanna. Why do I keep making that mistake? Have the puppet of Zatanna on Zatanna, and that actually allowed us to get a free super move with Harley, even though we lost power after, so that was good. Gonna tag Zatanna in to tank this super move. I don't care if she dies. It's a very good thing that you don't lose the Zatanna buff if she dies. Like with something like Raven or a lot of characters that passively buff your team, you're going to lose those buffs, but with Zatanna it doesn't matter, so it's just perfect that you're going to stack the buff and then you can actually let her die, because she's currently at this point the least important character in the team now that she's done with that. Not a special 2 in there, we'll push into the corner. We're not really getting on that Dark Metal cards area, so our damage is lowered because of that, but it's fine. Gonna tag in EPI and got the stun there, but it lasted shorter than I was expecting, and I can't really see how long the stun lasts because the Zatanna debuffs are going to actually cover the whole screen, and we don't see the stun duration. But yeah, we got an easy win here. Next up, we haven't seen the Battle on the Drown team in a bit. I mean, you have seen it on the main account in the last video, but on secondary account I have not been using her much, and she's still extremely strong. She's extremely strong considering the resources I'm giving to her. This is a 3-star 1-gear Battle on the Drowned with Dark Metal cards at level 4 equipped, and the only artifact that will give her passive stats is gonna be a level 1 Puppet of Zatanna. Also a level 1 Necklace of Atlantis or something like that. It's not gonna affect the fight in any way, shape or form as far as the effect goes, just some passive stats in there, and it's not much, it's really not much that we're giving her, and she's able to constantly deal 1 mil dot per second, which is more than I could actually ask for, and she's gonna be easily able to deal as much damage as she needs to deal over here. Keep combo interrupting this man. The only problem is, and this was kind of a problem in every single Soul Raid format, Batman on the Drowned, one mistake and she's done. She's over. And I did that mistake here, and yeah. I even remember playing the fights. It happens to me a lot that I just combo interrupt, and after being careful with it, I start doing it out of habit, not paying full attention to it, and I randomly mess up when I lose my focus. But it's fine. We could have killed that in one fight, but it's fine. Now with Boss Shazam here, we can't really use much except for League of Anarchy here, because he's got dot resistance. I mean, actually, none of my teams on the secondary can really take offense to dot resistance, except for the League of Anarchy, because we don't have Beta Club, so that doesn't matter. But nevertheless, we're using Kinflant Aquaman plus Raven plus Classic Superman. Classic Superman is gonna be over here to reduce this man's defense, because he's got a high amount of defense, and that's gonna be bothersome to us. Also, he's got crit immunity as far as I remember, so level 4 Dark Metal cards will allow us to get a lot of crits, but will not guarantee crits. And in this fight we can take a little bit of a moment to appreciate how strong and useful of a man Dr. Fate really is. Because I feel like Dr. Fate and Power Girl don't really get the credit they deserve for being such great support characters, and in this one where I'm basically forced to cycle out my Dr. Fate, because if I didn't I would basically hit a 75% defense wall, I'm really hurting from lack of power generation. I'm really hurting from power generation. But to get this man in the corner on the Dark Metal cards area, we're gonna start to just pound him with King. It's 1 minute and 30 seconds in the fight and I can't properly cycle between a special 1 from Raven and the third special from Kinflant Sakuman, and I need Combo Interrupt. And Combo Interrupting this man is definitely anything but convenient, because you have to do it after 2 hits and he can randomly swipe down in the middle of it. Raven back in there, special 1 again. Yet again, not having enough power here to not rely on Combo Interruption, so I have to do that again. We were lucky here. 2 hits, Combo Interrupt again. Third special, there we go. King plus Raven with Dark Malcultures on King is a very reliable team that a lot of people kind of forget about using because they are fixated on our Snow Globe Kinflant Sakuman, and yeah, that's what you're gonna use in 90% of these scenarios, but there are gonna be fights where Kinflant Sakuman plus Raven will actually do very well and be just the exact thing you need, like this fight specifically. I think I'm gonna use this team as well on this account with the fight against Boss Swamp Thing. This is gonna do well against that too. And we are on our way to one-shot this man. Everything was going well and I was fairly confident that with the time remaining and with the high enough combo, third special we would be able to do that, but he decided to swipe down, then he decided to block my swipe, and from this point on everything went badly. I mean, not everything, but those few seconds were so important for us, and trust me, we would have had a chance to one-shot this man, but sadly because of a random swipe down we were unable to. And for the last fight of this video, this is a limit test for the Bat Ninja team, because you've seen a lot of Bat Ninja team on my channel with the puppet of Zatanna, but every single time it would be the same outcome, they just kill the crap out of the enemy fights. Now that we get in Heroic 1 Tier 5, we're actually going to have a lot of health to work with, so we can see how far this thing can be pushed. And since this is the last fight of the video and I can't talk during another fight after this ends, I'm gonna do a little bit of a spoiler and talk about what that means. This team did 100, I think 150 or 140 mil damage with the level 1 puppet of Zatanna. And that is definitely absolutely amazing performance with the level 1 artifact. Nobody's going to deny that. That's kind of by comparison the same amount of damage I'm getting in Dark Knight Soul Raids by equipping a level 4 Dark Mail cards and level 2 Dark Mail cards. So a lot more passive stats required. Though at the same time this is quite close to the maximum potential, because you're gonna get more attack as time goes on from these Zatanna's puppets in terms of the passive stat, but the active effects, it's pretty much capped out on the Bat Ninja team, because they are able to access all the attack you're ever gonna get from this, and the only thing that's having more attack from the passive stats of artifacts will do is just get placed on top of the Zatanna's passive attack, so I think Dark Mail cards will eventually outscale this, and I'm not sure this will be worth using in our Soul Raids, but we will see. You'll see, but yeah, thanks so much for watching, and goodbye!